Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel. Get ready today to witness the behemoths of construction. In this video, we're going to tell you about the biggest bulldozers in the world. Prepare to be amazed by their sheer size and power as we take a closer look at these engineering marvels. Let's dive in. There would not be a world without bulldozers. A lot of people use bulldozers for building and mining, and the world as we know it has depended on them for all big jobs. 5 big companies make bulldozers in North America. These are Caterpillar, John Deere, Case, Komatsu, and Liebherr. Some bulldozers are very big and are used in building, mining, and quarrying. In fact, these 5 brands make dozers that weigh anywhere from 18,000 to 254,000 pounds. Following are some of them. 8. ACO Super Bulldozer. Since it was built by the Umberto Eco company, the ACO Super Dozer is the biggest crawler loader in the world. The ACO Super Bulldozer was mostly made for Libya's land development effort in the early 1980s. It was made from Caterpillar parts and pieces that were changed to fit specific needs. The international community put trade restrictions on Libya, though, making it almost impossible to do business with the country. This meant that the dozer was never sent and instead was kept for a long time. From its home in Italy, it has never been moved, and it has never been used for what it was made for. It is now kept as an educational display in the same town where it has always lived, and is used for educational reasons. The length is about 40 feet, the width is about 23 feet, and the height is about 10 feet. 183 tons of heavy machinery make up this huge loader. 7. Komatsu D575A3SD. When it comes to working skills, the Komatsu D575A3SD is now the best dozer on the market. The fact that this monster, which is made by Komatsu, is so big gives it a big benefit: lower operating costs. This machine can move bigger weights in an hour because it is so big. The Super Dozer blade on the D575A makes it able to carry heavier loads while still being easy to handle. The engine in the dozer is very powerful. It has 1,150 horsepower, so it can only carry light loads. Its length is 38.5 feet, its width is 24.3 feet, and its height is 16 feet. It weighs about 153 tons. Caterpillar D11 Dozer. 6. Caterpillar D11 Large Dozer. The next thing on the list is Caterpillar's D11 Large Dozer. The name of the machine makes it sound like it's pretty big. If you compare the D11 to the next best cat model, it makes 250 horsepower more. This means that both productivity and fuel efficiency go up by 8%. Because of the higher efficiency, the costs of repairs and upkeep go down by 5%. It is always better to go with a bigger size when moving heavy things. They are 35.8 feet in length, 11.8 feet in width, and 15.5 feet in height. It weighs about 124 tons. 5. John Deere 1050K Dozer. The next machine on the list is the John Deere 1050K Crawler Dozer. The 1050K, which has 350 horsepower, can have a 32 cubic yard blade put on it. A hydrostatic drive system not only cuts down on the amount of material lost when turning, but it also lets the speed and torque be changed automatically. This means that changes can be made to the conditions for cutting and ripping without stopping the work. The height is about 11.5 feet, the width is about 13 feet, and the length is about 22 feet. It's about 48 tons in weight. 4. Liebherr PR 764 Litronic Dozer. The next dozer on the list has a smaller frame than the 1050K, but can produce more power and weigh less. For every load, the Liebherr PR 764 Litronic dozer's blade can move up to 22.5 cubic yards of material. It is a crawler that can hold 50 tons of weight. The PR 764 also comes in a number of different blade and loader versions. Because of this, it can be used for a lot of different tasks, from heavy mining to industrial wood chipping. The PR 764 is a strong and adaptable piece of machinery that can be used in many places, like coal mines, power plants, and building sites. It is 17 feet long, 10.6 feet wide, and 13 feet tall. There's 49.5 tons of stuff. 3. Dresta TD40. There's a huge, heavy, and strong dozer in the world. It's called the TD40. Dresta has also made one of the strongest crawler dozers they have ever made. The TD40 can carry 67.7 tons of weight and has 515 horsepower of net power. A crawler dozer with a high drawbar pull is what you will need to get the toughest jobs done. The Dresta TD40 is a great piece of machinery that can handle rough conditions like those in a coal mine or on a building site. There is an amazing amount of force in it, making it perfect for hard work. You are more than welcome to ride on this tractor with us. It is a very large model, but it is also one of the most durable choices in its class. This is the case because of the best weight balance, the modular design, if you can call it that, the one-piece main frame, the 2-speed steering drive, and the 3-point track attachment system. If you look at how well it works, the Dresta TD40 has a history of shining. 2. Chetra T40. The Chetra T40 series bulldozers, made by the Concerned Tractor Plants Company, are some of the best in Russia for digging gold and coal because they work so well. They can be used for a lot of different things, like clearing land, digging foundations and ditches, and building dikes. For the Chetra T40 series bulldozers, their strong engines and ability to work well in many conditions make them stand out. The T40 comes with a powerful engine that makes 660 horsepower. Furthermore, it comes with a huge blade that is 21 meters wide, which makes it perfect for use on big construction sites. When these two parts are put together, the T40 can do its job quickly, effectively, and safely. The T40 is made up of hydraulic parts from both Europe and the United States, as well as Russian chassis parts. With the T40, Chetra has added the newest model to its line of bulldozers. Even though it's already easy to use, the Chetra T40 dozer is even easier to use because you can do it with just that. Because the T40 uses a new type of hydrostatic transmission, users no longer need to be very strong. The fact that women can now easily drive a loader makes this a very important point. 1. Fiat Alice HD41. Fiat Alice made a new bulldozer that was driven by hydraulics and came out in 1970. This bulldozer had 3 different kinds of blades. Both a half U and a full U form were available for the 20-foot wide U-shaped blade. The dozer also came with a torque converter and a motor with 3 speeds. A piece was also made to connect to scrapers that use push loading. The Fiat Alice HD41 first came out on the market in the 1970s. It came out again as the Fiat Alice 41B after being improved in many ways in the 1980s. It got a new name in the 1990s and is now called the FD50. It has a Cummins engine. Fiat Alice stopped making cars in 1989, but people were still interested in big bulldozers for a long time after that. The world's biggest and strongest grader was the Fiat Alice HD41. Bulldozers are strong tools that can be used for many things. Due to the fact that they are heavy tools, they can do things like digging, leveling, and more. Many things need to be thought about in order to pick the right bulldozer for the job. Many different kinds of bulldozers are available to fit a wide range of job sites and project needs. Usually the biggest, most labor-intensive jobs are done by huge bulldozers. Most of the time they work on big jobs that require them to go through rough terrain. The biggest bulldozers are usually only used on jobs that will need a lot of work. This is done to keep costs as low as possible. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and comment down your favorite out of all these. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.